Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into the world of Figma, a powerful design tool that's transforming the way we create user interfaces. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned designer, Figma offers amazing features that can elevate your design game. So grab your sketchbook and let's get started on unblocking the full potential of Figma. Overview of Figma and its features. Figma is a cloud-based design tool that allows users to create user interfaces and user experiences collaboratively. Unlike traditional design software, Figma operates entirely in the browser, making it easy to access from anywhere and on any device. Some of its standout features include real-time collaboration. Multiple users can work on the same project simultaneously, seeing each other's changes in real time. This is perfect for teams as it fosters seamless communication and brainstorming. Design components. Figma allows you to create reusable design elements known as components. This not only speeds up the design process but also ensures consistency throughout your project. Prototyping. You can create interactive prototypes directly within Figma, linking different screens and adding transitions. This feature allows you to simulate the user experience before moving into development. Plugins and integrations. Figma supports various plugins that enhance its functionality from design system to accessibility tool, making it versatile for different workflows. Importance of Figma in UI and UX design. In the world of UI UX design, Figma stands out for several reasons. Collaboration. Design is rarely a solo endeavor. Figma's collaborative features help teams communicate ideas, gather feedback, and iterate design more effectively. Accessibility. Being cloud based means that designers can access their work from anywhere, on any device. This flexibility is crucial for remote teams and freelancers. Efficiency. With components and styles, designers can maintain consistency across their projects while speeding up the design process. User centric design. Figma's prototyping capabilities allow designers to test their ideas with real users, helping to refine the user experience before final implementation. In summary, Figma is not just a design tool, it's a powerful platform that enhances collaboration, efficiency, and creativity in the UI UX design process. Now, let's dive deeper into how to get started with Figma. Setting up your Figma account. In this section, we'll walk through the process of setting up your Figma account and getting familiar with the dashboard and interface. Creating an account. Getting started with Figma is simple and quick. Here is how to create your account. Go to figma.com, click on the sign up button. You can choose to sign up using your email address or use an existing Google account for a faster setup. If signing up with email, provide your name, email, and a password. After completing the form, click Create Account. Figma will send a verification email. Click the link in that email to activate your account. Once your account is activated, you can choose a plan. Figma offers free, professional, and organizational tiers, so pick the one that best suits your needs. For beginners, the free plan is a great way to start. After logging in, you will be taken to the Figma dashboard. Here is a brief overview of what you will see. The main area displays all your projects and files. You can create new files, organize them into projects, and share them with others. At the top of the dashboard, you will find quick access to your recent files, making it easy to jump back into your work. If you are a part of a team, you will see options to manage team settings and collaborate with others. Use the search bar at the top to quickly find files, components, or plugins. click on your profile icon in the top right corner to access your account. Once you are familiar with the dashboard, you are ready to start creating. Let's move on to creating your first project in Figma. Now that you have set up your Figma account and are familiar with the dashboard, let's create a new project and start designing. Start a new design file. 1. Create a new file. From the Figma dashboard, click on the New File button, usually located in the top right corner. This will open a new design workspace where you can start your project. 2. Title your file. Once your file is open, it's good practice to give its descriptive title. Click on Untitled in the top left corner and enter a name that reflects the project you are working on. Choosing frames and layouts. Frames are fundamental elements in Figma, serving as containers for your designs. Here is how to use them effectively. To add a frame, you can use the Frame tool. Press the F key or select the Frame tool from the toolbar on the left. Click and drag on the canvas to create a frame, or you can choose from predefined frame sizes in the Properties panel on the right. Figma provides various layout options to help you design for different devices, such as mobile, tablet, and desktop. You can find these present frames under the Frame section in the Properties panel. Just click on the device type you want and will automatically create a frame with the appropriate dimensions. Once your frame is created, you can adjust its size, background color, and other properties in the right sidebar. The customization helps you set the stage for your design elements. If you are designing a multi-screen application or website, feel free to create additional frames by repeating the process. Organizing your screens will make it easier to manage your design. With your new file and frame setup, you are ready to start adding design elements and bringing your ideas to life. Next, we will explore how to navigate the toolbar and utilize essential design tools. Understanding the toolbar. In this section, we will explore the Figma toolbar, which houses essential tools that will help you create and manipulate your designs effectively. Navigating the toolbar and its tools. When you open a design file in Figma, you will see the toolbar at the top of the workspace. This toolbar is your main hub for accessing various design functions. Let's take a closer look at some of the key tools available. Number 1. Selection tool. This is the default tool you will use most often. You can select, move, and manipulate objects on your canvas. Just click on any object to select it, or click and drag to select multiple objects. Number 2. Frame tool. Use the Frame tool to create frames for your designs. Frames are essential for structuring your layout, and you can nest frames within frames to organize complex designs. Number 3. Shape tools. These tools allows you to create basic shapes like rectangles, circles, lines, and polygons. You can find them by clicking and holding on the shape icon in the toolbar. Each shape can be customized with different fills, strokes, and effects in the properties panel. Number 4. Pen tool. The pen tool lets you create custom shapes and paths. This tool is great for designing unique graphics or complex UI elements that are not achievable with basic shapes. Number 5. Text tool. To add text, select the text tool and click on the canvas where you want the text to appear. You can then type your text and adjust its properties such as font, size, weight, and alignment in the right sidebar. Number 6. Slice tool. The slice tool is used for exporting specific parts of your design. You can draw a slice around the area you want to export and then choose the export settings. Number 7. Comment tool. If you are collaborating with others, the comment tool allows you to leave feedback directly on the design. Click the comment icon to toggle comment and place comment when needed. Key functions: align and distribute. Use the alignment tools to easily align multiple objects or distribute them evenly across your design. Layers panel. Access the Layers panel on the left side to view and manage all the objects in your design. You can easily rearrange layers, lock objects, or hide them. Properties panel. The right sidebar shows properties for the selected object, allowing you to adjust colors, borders, shadows, and more. Familiarizing yourself with the toolbar will greatly enhance your design workflow in Figma. Now that you understand the essential tools, let's move on to designing with shapes and text. Designing with shapes and text. In this section, we will focus on creating and customizing shapes, adding and styling text, and organizing your elements through grouping and alignment. These skills are essential for building effective designs in Figma. Creating and customizing shapes. Creating shapes. To create a shape, select the Shape tool from the toolbar. You can choose from rectangles, circles, lines, or polygons. Click and drag on the canvas to draw your shape. Customizing shapes. Once you have a shape, you can customize it using the Properties panel on the right. Click on the color box to choose a fill color. You can use solid colors, gradients, or even images. Adjust the stroke of your shape by selecting the stroke option. You can change its color, thickness, and style. For rectangles, you can round the corners by adjusting the corner radius in the Properties panel. Add effects like shadows or blur to give depth to your shapes. Explore the Effects section to apply these styles. Adding and styling text. Adding text. Select the text tool and click on the canvas where you want your text to appear. Type your content directly into the text box. Styling text. With your text selected, customize it in the Properties panel. Choose from a wide range of fonts and adjust the size to fit your design needs. You can make your text bold, italic, or underline it by styling the appropriate options. Set the text color and adjust alignment to match your layout. Fine tune the appearance of your text by adjusting line height and letter spacing for better readability. grouping, and aligning elements. To keep your design organized, group related elements together. Select multiple shapes or text elements by holding down the Shift key and clicking on each one. Right click and choose Group Selection or use the shortcut Ctrl plus G. Once your elements are grouped, you can easily align them. Use the alignment options in the toolbar to align elements to the left, center, or right of your frame. You can also distribute elements evenly across a space, both horizontally and vertically. By mastering shapes and text along with grouping and alignment techniques, you will be well on your way to creating visually appealing designs in Figma. Next, we will dive into using components and assets to enhance your projects further. Using components and assets. In this section, we will explore components in Figma, how to create reusable elements, and how to import assets from Figma's library to streamline your design process. Introduction to components. Components are a powerful feature in Figma that allows you to create reusable design elements. This is especially useful for maintaining consistency across your projects, as any changes made to a component will automatically update all instances of that component in your design. Creating reusable components. To create a component, start by designing the element you want to reuse, such as a button, icon, or card. Once you are satisfied with the design, select the entire element. Right click on the selection and choose Create Component or use the shortcut Ctrl plus Alt plus K. You will see a purple outline around the component indicating it's now a master component. After creating a master component, you can create instances of it by dragging it from the Assets panel or by using the duplicate command Ctrl plus D or CMD. Plus D. Each instance maintains a link to the master component, so any updates to the master will reflect in all instances. You can override specific properties of instances, such as text or color, without breaking the link to the master component. This allows for customization while keeping a consistent design. Importing assets from Figma's library. Figma offers a rich library of assets including icons, illustrations, and design system that you can easily import into your project. To access the Assets library, click on the Assets tab in the left sidebar of the design workspace. You can browse through various assets libraries or use the search bar to quickly find specific assets. Figma provides built-in libraries or you can add your own custom libraries. To use an asset, simply drag it onto your canvas. You can resize and customize it just like any other element in your design. Figma also has a community section where you can find user-created assets and design system. Click on the community tab in the top left corner of the dashboard to explore these resources and import them into your projects. By leveraging components and assets, you can create efficient and consistent designs while saving time on repetitive tasks. Next, we will dive into the basics of prototyping where you can bring your designs to life. Prototyping basics. Prototyping is a crucial step in the design process, allowing you to visualize and interact with your concepts before final implementation. In this guide, we'll cover the basics of setting up interactive prototypes, linking frames, adding transitions, and previewing your prototype. Setting up interactive prototypes. To create an effective interactive prototype, start by choosing the right design tool. Popular options include Figma, Adobe XD, and Sketch, each offering unique features to facilitate prototyping. Once you have selected a tool, follow these steps. Create frames. Begin by designing the individual screens of your application. Each frame should represent a different state or page of the user experience, such as home screen, details page, or settings menu. Design elements. Populate each frame with design elements like buttons, text fields, images, and icons. Ensure that the design is cohesive and aligns with your overall aesthetic. Use grids and guides to maintain alignment and spacing for a polished look. Linking frames and adding transitions. Once your frames are ready, the next step is to establish connections between them to simulate navigation. Use the prototyping tool's linking feature to connect interactive elements like buttons or icons to their corresponding frames. For instance, when a user clicks a next button, it should direct them to the subsequent screen. Transition enhance the user experience by providing feedback on interactions. Most design tools allows you to choose different transition types such as fades, slides, or dissolves. Set the duration for these transitions to make them feel natural. Typically 200 to 300 milliseconds is a good range. Thanks for joining me for this Figma tutorial. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for part 2. We will dive deeper into advanced features. Keep designing, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.